Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Whimsy Wednesday. It is actually Tuesday, as I do on occasion, because I want to make sure I have this video ready for everybody in the morning. Miss Clara is about to jump up at any minute now. She wants to participate. So on my head is one of the little green hats I was talking about when I did the Whimsy on the weekend video. It came out pretty cute. I think it's adorable. What I really want to do is put feather boa trim along the edges in white. I was actually thinking either white or like a myriad of browns. So since I did mention this on Saturday, I wanted to make sure I talked about it today. So moments ago, all right, how do I want to do this? Okay, so earlier today, a friend messaged me and said, you checked your mail recently? And since I do have most of my mail go to the P.O. box, and well, I've been funky, I kind of haven't in a few days. And I really have become so accustomed to the informed delivery for the other box, I don't always make it to my P.O. box that has the business address, and that's the address that most people have. So I said, no, I'll go today. And she said she had sent me a card. And so I thought, okay, I might have a card. Yep. And well, more than just a card. 5 cards, 3 packages squeezed out of the mailbox. Actually, the cards, not the packages. That was the key to the other mailbox. So I was surprised, to say the least. And so I have a bunch of cards. Oh, and the light just changed because I've been playing with the sad light. And I was actually opening the cards while enjoying the sad light or the happy light. And I'm beyond shocked and heartwarmed and whammied in a good way whammy, because yesterday was a bad way whammy. Went to bed early, woke up this morning feeling miserable, and now I'm just like blown away. So I want to share some of the cards. I'm not necessarily going to share like anything that came in the cards or anything, because that's I don't think that's appropriate. But I love the pictures, and there's little stories that go with each one. So let's start. This is the one that prompted the, have you gone to get the mail? So yes, I went and got the mail, and there's glitter. There's no glitter. And then, I love this adorable little birdie. And so here's the funny thing. There was a sticker on the envelope. And so I'm picking the sticker off before I got to the card because I want to save the sticker. And I opened the pretty birdie. And I love this. And I laughed. And it's perfect. It's full of little stickers. So I've got little Santa stickers, and then little stickers that match the sticker that I said they're picking off, and a sweet little card, and more stickers, and that gave me such a huge smile. And then it's hard to like figure out which things I want to do. Anything that came is like a package from Amazon. I'm putting in the tree. I'm not going to put in the tree right now. They'll go at heights that are like Clara safe. Because I just found another heart on the floor. And then this is Jerry's card. She sends one each year that's hand-on. I I love these. Like, I can't tell you how much I love these. I look forward to this card every year, and I don't honestly know if I told her that. I'm realizing I should have turned the lights on the tree. But love her cards, and let me put this piece here. This is really one of my favorites. So it's hand drawn on the outside and on the inside, and I think the reason I love this year so much it's so very hearth and homey. And then I've been watching her do her embroidery, and how darling is this tree? This is like crazy delicate. I don't know if you can see, but every little bit of the tree is like multi-toned. Rose, you'll have to be careful. So this one's going to go way up. And I will turn on the lights. Yeah, you have to have that. Hey, you left the cord in a good spot. Good girl. So it actually gets really toasty behind the tree. And we're going to ignore mommy calling. Okay. So it gets really, really toasty behind the tree, because that's where the heat is. And I think that's one of the mistakes of putting the tree there. All right, so the next one is so Clara. Now, here's the thing about this card that made me laugh so much. Gotta be careful, honey. Please be careful. So, yes, she likes to lick things. We've talked about that. So, my darling, I was cleaning out her litter, and I discovered one of her little, poopies that was mostly tree. So somebody's been gnawing on the bits of the tree that fell down a little more than I would like, and I never knew it. So I'm trying to think if that was like any day that she might have been feeling off or acting off. She's definitely not acting off today. She's her feisty little self over there. So all of my cards they go over on the mantle swag. And I'll do that next. These other ones will go on the tree. And then I got a cute little wrapped one. And here's the cool thing. It came with a scroll. And I see writing in there. And I have no idea what it says. But I am going to be a good girl and not open this till Christmas. Trying to figure out how high I'm putting this, because I don't want her fussing with the scroll. She's got some gifts in there too. Kat sent a couple yesterday, and I don't know which ones are Clara and which ones are me. So on to the little project of the day. No, you know better. So last week before, I can't remember which, in one of the little 19th century crafting groups, someone posted an elephant they made, and these directions. I have no idea what it says, of course. And then this little original, which happens to be over on eBay right now. So, when I see this, of course I have to try to make it. So what I did is I took the German directions, I'm pretty sure it's German, and I laid them out my way. All right, so I blew this up originally to 4 inches. Then I decided it was too big. So shrunk it down a little bit. So he's actually like this big. And then I took the half belly piece, and thanks to Publisher, I was able to make a full belly and make the full saddle. This is the ear. Not so sure that I'm going to be going with the original ear shape. And then this is the foot, which I shrunk down. So yesterday. I made myself an elephant. And here he is pre-whammy crash. So, this is the body part. And all of these pieces, by the way, came out of the Cabbage Patch. Actually, all the stuffing in his head is scrapped from this. So here he is so far. So I thought I would work on him with you guys. And all of this is Flurf. Not a good name, calling it Flurf. All right, so what it really is here's some wool and some other wools. And just in case I run out, here is cotton. Not cotton. Wow, poly. So I really do prefer the density of real wool. I'm going to use a stick, which is, I think this was a hair stick. Squishing his little feet. Now, the original, I honestly don't know if the original was meant to be a pen wiper or a pin cushion. I'm leaning towards pen wiper in that the base is so much like a pen wiper. But the person that made theirs in the sewing group, I'm pretty sure was able to read the directions and said pin cushion. Thus, I'm not sure. He's kind of like going bow-legged. Is that the right word? No. Starfishy. Splay-legged? No. Hopefully he stands up better as I fill him. Come on. Squishy, squishy, squishy. I did accidentally wound him. So I gotta tell you, encouraging an elephant to give birth to itself is difficult. And it's really what it felt like when I was trying to turn him right side out. So I thought pulling his head through first was the most sensible way to go. And I do think it was. So head all the way through, followed by the feet. And that's when you realize just how big an elephant really is. I suppose this would be true for many other animals out there, but you know, there's just some humor to saying it about an elephant. And then came the trunk. The trunk was hard because I decided to try to make his trunk have this little curly bit. It was really hard to get that trunk turned right side out. Oh, you're noticing I'm using small bits. I find it so much easier to use small bits, especially in faraway corners. But when I was trying to do his little trunk, I used the scissors because I didn't have the right pokey stick. Having the right pokey stick is important. And I sort of went through. You can see this boo-boo right there. So I'm hoping I can fix that when we're done. So my thought there is to find the needle felting tools and just kind of get those bits and pieces nice and strong back together. Now this little piece of wool that I just stuck in there has more natural lanolin in it than say this piece. And I'm very hesitant to ever use that with actual pin cushions that'll be used as a pin cushion because I don't know what it'll do to the needles. I've heard mixed stories. It's good, it's bad. It's awful. So, yeah. And this little guy's got some natural cool twists going on in there. At this point, I think all of the wool roving in the house is all local, different farms. This one comes from, I don't know if this one's from Caledonia or if this one is from another friend. This one I'm pretty sure is from a farm halfway down the county. It's the last little bit. This is what I love to use in my winter hoods. It gives such a wonderful loft. Sometimes the fingers work. Sometimes we need a little more pokeability. And he does keep falling down. Okay, his belly. Can you see his belly doing the little creasy thing? Okay, that's adorable. I almost think his belly's too big. Maybe I just really need to fill him in. So I think, based on what his little legs are doing, the base is going to be very important. And as you can tell, he's taken a good bit of filling. I do not like soft filling for my pin cushions. And since I technically don't know which he's supposed to represent, I want to fill it nice and full like he is a pin cushion. His legs are doing some funny things. So, I'll put up the PDF with the reworked pattern pieces. I think I saved it as a PDF. I have to double check. So in case you want to just print and do one. I think I can do it so it'll have both the 4-inch, and we'll call him a 3-inch elephant. That's height. See what his legs are doing. I didn't think it was going to take me quite so long to stuff this. I thought, oh, I can stuff it, sew it up, and get his ears on. Maybe not. So the plan is, after he's stuffed, I'll get him closed, and he'll get his little ears. I might make some tucks in his belly. Is it technically considered an abdomen on an elephant? Underside? Girth? What is it? What's the technical term for the underside of an elephant? Anybody out there know? Leave it in my comments. Oh, which reminds me, I'm supposed to be telling people, if you're following me on YouTube rather than WordPress, 2 things. You're going to want to check out WordPress. All the modern stuff goes on Don't Paint the Cat. And all the 19th century stuff goes over on If I Had My Own Blue Box. And sometimes I just stick it in both places. Oftentimes I do. But if you are following me or checking out things on YouTube, remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I've just started paying attention to those. And I got to admit, I do kind of smile every time I see a bunch of likes. Don't have a ton of them yet, but yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, so there he is so far. He's looking kind of funny. I think we gotta shape his little butt. So he'll get closed here. And oops. And I do think he's gonna get a bit of a tummy tuck. Yeah, little tummy tuck or something. I think we'll go this way. Yeah, we'll go the length of the belly. So maybe on the pattern, yeah, I'll take this in a little bit on the pattern. So you all don't have to give your elephant quite the tummy tuck. I added the little curve for his trunk by hand. And then the pattern, of course, has the regular ears. This is what I kind of like hand cut, but I'm thinking this is too big. Oh, look at the jumbo ears. All right, that's a little bit bigger than I think it needs to be. So let's, oh dear, there we go. Is that how I had it? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make these a little smaller. I wanted them to reflect the more natural shape of an elephant's ear rather than just like the long dangly thing on the original. And you know, normally I wouldn't make that kind of change with a period piece, but frankly the original ear just doesn't do it for me. All right, so how's that? Oh, there we go. He's got a nice flappy ear. I think that'll be cute. So that'll get added, and it is, in this case, just a single layer. That was the other part I debated about. The option would be to put 2, and that gives him a thicker ear, and then could do an embroidery stitch around the edge. Part of me thought about putting little embroidery stitches around his feet, but now I don't think I'm going to do that. And he may get his little saddle, because that's the little saddle there. We'll see what's in the Cabbage Patch. But I realized that the nice thing about the saddle is it's going to close up this little closure here. So if you happen to end up with not the prettiest closure, which, let's be honest, happens, you can totally cover up the closure with a little saddle blanket. Because how cute is that? So now that I say that, I'm worried, like, does that advocate, like, the whole circus thing? So you could make him a little blanket or not, depending on how you feel. All right. So for this closure, I think I'll be able to push down the opening and just work my way back and forth, bringing these 2 folds together. And of course, he's gonna need a little tail, and I think I will use some embroidery floss for that. Now, I'll look at what the original tail looked like here. The original tail, there's not much you can see, but it looks like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about taking and braiding the tail down and just letting, you know, the end kind of being like fuzzy. And that looks like what the original is. Try not to pull too tight because I'm worried that I might break the threads. I tend to do that. All right, I got to admit, he's looking cute. He's a little different than his regular little guy there, his original, but he's definitely looking cute. I should probably wrap this up. And Clara says hi. So I will share some pictures when the elephant is done and he has his tummy tuck. And again, I want to say a huge thank you for all the cards and the gifts that are going to go up on the tree. Going to not cry. Very, very thankful. And I know a few of the little tuck-ins have Clara's name. So we'll make sure Clara gets something too. Yeah? Let's see what Clara wants for Christmas. Clara get Christmas gifts? Clara does have a Christmas sweater. Yeah. Alright. Say bye. Oh, that's some noise at the door, look. Alright. Thank you all. And maybe we'll see you this weekend. Bye-bye.